I am truly humbled. I am truly grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. I remember having this conversation during coffee break with someone. And during my speech, for those of you that heard the speech, I talked about my daughter, 𝙎𝙬𝙬𝙬𝙬 𝙎𝙬𝙬𝙬𝙬. You remember that? My daughter was born on the 20th of February, 2020. Good feng shui, 20/02/2020. We went to the hospital, my wife Jerome Joseph, on that day. We were supposed to have a natural labor. Unfortunately, the doctor said the baby's too big, we gotta go for an emergency C-section. So we rushed into an emergency C-section. I was there, standing there like any father would. And then Elizabeth came to this world. That moment when you see your kid in front of your eyes is an unbelievable emotion. But at that point, the doctor said, she's not breathing. She's not breathing. And they took her and they put on a machine and they hooked something up to her. And it's one of those machines you see in movies, right? And the heart beats would tick, 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 tick. And then it went flat. Now, at that point of time, I did not know that actually there was an oximeter and not a heart monitor. I know, first time father. But it rattled me. It rattled me to the core. And I remember at that point of time, the doctor said, she's got a lot of water in the lungs. We got to bring her to ICU. And so we brought little baby Elizabeth. I had to leave my wife Mila by herself in the middle of surgery and rush to the ICU to be with this little girl. And I was there looking at her, and they started putting tubes, poking stuff, putting stuff in her nose, her mouth, and you see your precious little baby covered with tubes. And I didn't know what to do. I started crying. I just didn't know what to do. And then I realized this. I realized that I could do one thing. That's one thing that I was born to do in this world. And that is to speak. And so I looked at my little baby girl covered with tubes and I spoke to her. I told her how much I loved her. I told her how I was going to turn into a Liverpool Football City fan. I told her how much Mama and Papa was going to care for her and treasure her. And I spoke and I gave the greatest speech of my life to that little girl right there. And it was at that point of time, right at the end of my speech, she opened her eyes. And I could have sworn she smiled at me. And I knew at that point of time that everything was going to be all right. My girl was going to live. And that moment is more precious than 1,000 standing ovations. It's more precious than anything in this planet, knowing that she was going to be okay. I share this story because all of us in this room, we have a gift. We have the power of the spoken word. And with this gift comes responsibility. With this gift comes privilege. With this gift comes the ability to change audiences, impact lives, and speak in the hospital to a little girl. This gift that all of us have in the room, it's not just earned. It's something that we need to hold. It's something that we need to work on, but not just individually, but collectively, as a community, this gift. So as I stand here, I am grateful for the gift of this award. I am grateful for the gift of this amazing community. I'm grateful for the gift of fatherhood. Thank you, everyone.